What's up, YouTube fams? The Dark Angel's Journey. As always, I'm Shakira. So, hey, let's see where we are. Ooh, looks like we've rolled right back up into that. Beautiful, beautiful. Looks like the gap's gonna be filled today. So let's take a look at what's going on with the market. Maybe I'll be able to get something in at 10 o'clock. And the rest of the afternoon I have to take mom to appointments. So, yeah. Anyway, I figured I'd share with you my progress in fixing my drawdown. So yesterday I was able to recoup what I lost on Monday. Monday? No, Tuesday. Sorry. Today's Thursday. Haha. Wednesday, recouping what I lost on Tuesday, and hopefully, not hopefully, we will be slowly making our way back up. Alright, so let's get tanny. Then we'll do some back testing as always, right? So let me adjust this to a 5-minute stance right there. Oh my goodness, look at that. Okay, so they're slowly digging up into this volume imbalance that's is on the weekly. Oh, before I get distracted, right? Let's connect my paper trading account here. We're at 18,360. We did go in the afternoon and lose 62.50. In the morning, we took 287.50, 162, but I kept breaking even, so I just stopped. After that, could have made back the 62.50, but coulda, woulda, didn't. Right? And I saw this SMT divergence. I was like, ooh, we're probably going up. And we did at the time that I was looking at between 3 and 4. So, anyway, let me move this over to the right because they've been hanging around at the top of this candle, this 1 hour candle, just hanging out. So slowly but surely, as you can see, been 16th to 3, my three loss rule, so I stopped. It's very annoying. And then the 12th, Friday, I made some stuff back. So I need to slowly claw my way up to more positives and the negatives being $100 each time or less. So this one I was literally moving my stop loss and it just knocked me out immediately. I was like, okay, great. And I have a chance to put it to $100. I was moving things around. But anyway, my fault entirely. All right, so what are we doing right now? We consolidated in here for about 1 o'clock when he rolled up and then just hung out, and now we're gonna dig in. Let's see, is everybody looking the same? I haven't even been referencing the dollar just because it's just been so messed up. Now they've just dug into this bearish order block. That's up here. This guy, volume imbalance, I thought maybe they would have taken it all yesterday, but, they didn't. So let's take a look here, where that volume imbalance is coming from. There we go. No volume, just wicks. So now they're digging right up into that. Right up into it. We've been in just a giant consolidation for a while, which sucks. Let's look at the weekly. So we have a very green week, even if it is inside of this consolidation. Oh, hello. Here's a literal liquidity void on the top here on the weekly. So let's note that as a draw. Where's my LV? There you are. And let's adjust how this one works. Let's do to the right and let's just put weekly on it. Boom, there we go. So we have a weekly liquidity void up here. And then of course, wicks to contend with. So Nothing happened here. No transactions, no nada. All right, so let's go back to 1 hour. Okay, let's turn it off. So that's what the 1 hour looks like. We're digging up. Let's see. So we already know we're at a bearish order block, but I feel like we're gonna dig for gold up here. What did the 4 to 5 give us? 4 to 5, oof, or 2 to 5, I should say. Look at this. Okay. Did I grab a screenshot of the trade yesterday? Um, got one off somewhere around here. Let me add the execution so I can see. Is this the one I got stopped out? What time is this? 2:35. Let's see. Yeah, this was like one of the break evens. In the afternoon, I didn't really get anything good. It's the morning that hooked me up. So down here, actually, I had two trades. The 162.50, where I figured it was coming back down. So this one, and I sold it up here, and it did come back down. It would have like taken me out. And then the second trade where I was like, okay, they were coming further down to this breaker. So I waited for them to get closer, and then I took this one. Actually, this one, and then I got, yep. And then I got a better entry down here. When I got stopped out before that. Yeah, yeah. Okay, perfect. So it's the $100. So took this one for them to go up, and then they stopped me out, and then I got a better entry here. So 3. And then I got scared and sold, and then I entered again here, and then sold up here. There we go. I was expecting, them to come to the top of this thing, which they did. But if I were Joe, silly cats, man, he's gone downstairs trying to get inside of other things. I should have, you know, I had this volume imbalance for them to dig into, which they did beautifully. Just beautifully. Sorry, fair value gap. And then they came up to, but didn't quite touch it, the bearish order block from the 1 hour, and then turned around and then consolidated for quite some time. And then here I was trying to like take longs from places like this one here. If I kept it, would have been fine for a little bit, but didn't pan out. Take that off. I just wanted to see how much they're going to respect the high of the 1 hour candles. That's just why I had this on here. So let's take that off. And we literally busted through this. So now we have BISI right here, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So eventually they're going to come back down, and we can look at it in 1 hour. I mean, what goes up must come down, right? So we were stuck in this range, this bigger range for a while, and they started squeezing, and then we broke out. That's a bit of a, we took that, let's clean this up. And we've used this order block and breaker to full effect. And this one as well. So let's do a little cleanup. They haven't bothered to come down to consequent crushing of these wicks. We'll leave that. And now we're digging up into this. So most likely probably be able to get a little something. personally feel like they're going to turn around. But that's just me. All right, so we know this is here. Oh, hello. Exactly at 6:45, they're like going. All right, so now we've had a shift, no fair value gap in here, and nothing. What are they reaching back down into? This is very, I wouldn't necessarily call it balanced. Small one here, they never bothered to come back down to. So another 4 minutes. I blend. 3 minutes. What's this one right here on the 3 minute? They're hanging out inside of. 2 minutes. 1 minute. Understanding that they're gonna dig into it, I'm not gonna bother. What do we have down here though? On the 5 minutes, we have a volume imbalance right here. And just for funsies, let's see if there's anything juicy coming out today. It's Thursday. Um, some stuff with the CAD unemployment claims at 8:30. Some FOMC folks talking at 9:05, 9:30. 10 a.m. existing home sales. Natural gas stuff at 10:30. Okay, well, we'll see what happens around the 10:30 time frame. See if there's anything juicy. Juicy for me. If that move's already in play, there's no point in jumping in. You'll just get chopped up. So I'm gonna leave that alone. Now, if I'd been busy dealing with the kitty, oh, he's back up here crying, wanting to get into a room so he can chew on a box. Or wrapping paper, I think. Sorry, wrapping paper, not let's put this on the bottom. Now this behavior right here down to this order block and another volume imbalance right down here would have been my preference for a long from here. We're already going up, right? So I would be expecting something here. And they did not disappoint. They get the whole of the volume imbalance. They tapped it to the tick. Let me see. Low of this. 4177. The high of this. 4174.50. So nice little overlap. Let's see. To the small wick, so you should use the top of it. 8 ticks is all the way down here, below the order block. Nice. And then have them dig into the top of that thing. 45 ticks. Not bad. Nice little return. But we're not in on that action, so let's get some back testing going. That. We're going to use NQ just for the funsies. This is the monthly. We got a green month. Let's go to the daily. And let's drop that for now. And this is the NQ1, so I can see what the heck's happening. The other contracts I can't see. So what are they digging for? I've decided that I need to do a new week opening gap for NQ. Speaking of new week opening gaps, let's open up this one because I'm pretty sure they're digging up into. Yeah, they're digging their way up to this guy. So let's go to this. Right, so digging into the volume imbalance here. Not going to use this one very much, but just so we know where they are when I reference it over here. Right, so they're digging right into that. And a new week opening gap that hangs out right up there. All right, so let's see. So yesterday I wasn't aware of this one, and that's bad because this is where they busted through pause and then just hung out under. And now when it turned into support, they rolled up. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Phew. Nice. With the order block, the top of the new opening gap, volume imbalance. It's a good place. He looks like he wants to join the party. So let me put this in here. 4174, 4171.50. Let's, before we start backtesting, let's drop this in here so we know where we're playing. So 4174. Look who's coming in. All right, 4174.25. And then we'll clean up the ones below for now because we're gonna need it. Right here, let's get that red, double, and then 4171.75. 41. Ow, 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 ow. Kitty, ow. Okay. Let's do a little cleanup. So they took out this buy side already. Beautiful. That. So I'm just gonna pull this 41.75 and a quarter. Sorry. Like right there, I think. Let me see. Oh, sorry. 41.74 and a quarter. My bad. Kitty distracted me. 74 and a quarter. Here. That's where they were reaching out to. And 41.75. Let's do that. Right there. Okay. I passed this thing. All right. And let's see, do I want to delete the rest for now since they were hanging out and it's still relatively close? I'll leave them for now. And then let's add where they might be reaching up into 41.90.75. Let's go 41.90 right there. Well, let's make it all blue, right? Since it's all blue on the bottom. Well, they're super close together though, we gotta change the color. So 41 and then 41. Oh, that's not even like that's very tiny. And 41.96. It's not even worth it. It's like so small. I don't, I mean, I don't even know if we should even bother. I mean, it is a new week opening gap, but I mean, that's the whole of it. Well, we'll see. This is where they're hanging out. I feel like Dr. Evil when he's in my lap. I want $1 million. I probably did that joke already. Who knows? All right. So he's decided to hang out with my lap, so you guys get to hang out with him and me for a change. Well, I guess it's becoming the norm now, isn't it? All right, so let's save that so we know where we are, what's above us, what's below us. This is the range on the 5 minute. That's what they're doing. 15 minutes. Just noting this as a draw. Okay. All right, let's do one more thing and then let's get some back testing done. Let's hide all of this. Let's go to the 1 month. Ugh, this is a gross month. We took out these lows and then we just took out those highs. It's a gross month. All right. Got this wick right here. They've already tucked into constant encroachment, so this wick is the next draw. So let me do this and let me see what this looks like. Ah, there's the weekly thing up there. Let's see if we have some confluences with that. Oh, well, look. We have a weekly consequent encroachment, right? Monthly. Let me get it right. Monthly consequent encroachment right here. Let's do this. So it's monthly. All right. This is for the week. Okay. Beautiful. All right, so that would be the next draw as far as I'm concerned. Well, we are hanging out at this bearish order block right here, coming up right on it. So they tap the base. Not here. This might. See if they take this out, then we can deal with these wicks and expect that this will be the draw, the next big draw. But of course, all of this empty space is juicy. What do we have below? We have a small, um, volume imbalance down here. This is on the weekly. Ah, come on, buddy. Nails. Okay. Let's put this on the bottom, eh? Okay. I have a bigger one down here. So lots of juicy things to play with. Let's clone that guy. Let's pop him here. There we go. A little overlap there on the weekly. Nice, nice. So these are the draws coming down at the base, at least the initial ones. Big bullish order block right here on the weekly, which is where we've been hanging out. We haven't closed a can of body into it, so still feels relatively bullish to me. Let's look at the daily on that one. Okay, so, and of course the fair value gap on the daily down here to come into this order block. I am, just for funsies, going to note bullish order block here, so we have everything. And I'm gonna assume they're gonna want to bypass this to get to this, so, but I'll put it there as something that's a draw. So push through here to this weekly imbalance. That's more of a draw. All right, did I move something? Let's go to the 1 hour. All right, let's just focus up here because that's where we're at for the moment. And let's do this and do that. Beautiful. Kitty. Ugh, should have put pants on. With his little nails digging in. Digging in. Okay. So let's move this way. So we can see the full breadth of what's happening on the 1 hour. 15 minutes. Let's take a look here. So on the 15 minutes. So there is a fair value gap that's been hanging out inside of on the 15 minutes. And they haven't closed the body on this volume imbalance, so fun. So I can focus in on this location on the 15 minutes. And we have both I'm just going to pull through. All right. Oops. So let's set this to a different shade. Let's make it lighter. There. So that's the 15-minute one, and then there's, let me make some quick adjustments. Hanging out here. Okay, here you can look at Kitty. Seems to not be moving, so. Okay, so this, I did close a body below it, so this one is the one they've been hanging out in. Did they leave us something to play with on the 15? No, so let's keep that. So 15-minute focus right there. And a 5-minute focus. So I'm not doing anything now, even I know they're gonna be digging in. Let's dip to our back testing vid. Here we are. And we're on the daily on the NASDAQ. So let's hit the read. I don't even know how far we went. Oof. January 26th. Let's see, how far down can I go? I don't know, to 2 minutes. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Let's go back to the daily again. Let's pick something a little closer to home. So replay button. Let's see if we could have done something inside of all of this drama right here. Eyes closed. Oh, sorry, you can't see. I'm like a cut off head. Haha. All right, let's do a little analysis. So here we have fair value gap that they're digging into. And we've got bearish order block right here. Oops, why did you add that? Sometimes it does weird things. So I have a bearish order block right here. Let's denote buy side above this guy right there. Buy side liquidity there. And as a closer draw, oof, the low of this candle is pretty close. So let's focus on that one. Let's do some sell side right there. Fair value gap. We'll probably have to adjust. So we have a fair value gap that could be a draw right here. This is all on the daily. And then one down here to bring us back to this guy. Let's note that. This one's a bullish order block. All right. And a fair value gap on top of it. Cool. All right, so real sell side's down here on the daily. And what day is this? Is a Tuesday. Okay. So let's drop down to the 1 hour. Oh, hold on. So we are pretty bullish at the moment. And they just dug into this volume imbalance. All right. And that. So I'm going to drop this down to the base of this so we know where the top of it is. And I'm going to move this up to the top here. So that's like the whole range of this bearish order block. All right. Kitty's moving around. All right, so we've hit a bearish order block. We're in a fair value gap. We're on the daily. We might want to dig down a little bit into this fair value gap to continue on up. Maybe all the way back down this way. Let's see. Let's go to the 4 hour. So the 4 hour, we're technically consolidating. And the 1 hour. Okay. All right, so we had a nice shift here. And we had a low, lower low, shifted through. Shoot. Are we inside of this breaker right here? On the 1 hour? So if I stuck on 5 minute. What time is it? 4 something. Okay. So we're gonna work into the into Wednesday. So we're just gonna push this forward. It's 2 a.m. on a Wednesday. Let's see if we can get some London session going. Looks like Kitty wants off. Okay. Let's drop down. So we're bullish. Let's drop down to 15 minutes. It's 2:45 according to this. All right, so where are we? Okay, so we have a low, lower low, sort of traded through. This on the 15 minute for me is a breaker, bullish breaker, like so. We also have this fair value gap. All right, so we're building confluences here, beautiful. And we have all of this. I'm gonna denote this as buy side, to equal highs to contend with, and the rest of all of this to play with, right, on the 15-minute. So this is April. All right. All right. So what time is it? 2:30. So what have they done? And inside of this fair value gap, we have this order block they dug into. So let me just note that. This, okay, Kitty's trying to get off my lap. 1 second. Bullish order block right here. Okay. There you go, buddy. Tell me about. Okay. So this bullish order block they've just rolled into inside of here. Breaker, low, lower low. Traded through somewhat, not quite, but somewhat. So what do you have at 2:45? Let's drop out to the 5 minutes. Okay, good. Drop out to the 5 minutes. So what have we done? We've got decided to hang out inside the fair value gap, the order block. Is my breaker in the right place? Let's see. Low, lower, low. Not traded through yet. Low, lower, low, traded through. Do you have a new breaker? No. Let's see what they do inside of this thing. So at this point, it's 2:55, whatever. So we have a shift here. Nice. Low, lower, low, shifted through. So you have a breaker inside a breaker. So I'm just use this guy. Right there. And we've got, well, technically all of this is the breaker. So we've got a bullish breaker inside of this. We have these two fair value gaps. I'd like to see this one remain open. So let's see what they do. They're gonna come back down. How low can I go to in this time frame? 2 minutes? Okay, let's try 2 minutes. All right, so what are we doing? So inside the bigger breaker, we have another breaker on the bottom. My general desire would be for them to come down. So on the 2 minutes, bit of a volume imbalance right here. So something like, they've already tapped that order block, so I don't know if they want to come back down. So something like this to glide our way up. To most of this. That's a lot of ticks. To fill this gap, right? I assume that might take a while, so can't imagine we're gonna get it all in one go. All right, let's see what we're gonna do. All right, coming back down. Now, survey says, let's go back to do a 3 minute. Survey says, I want to keep a 20 tick stop. If I do the top of the breaker, I'm still inside the breaker. I want to drop up just outside the breaker. Let's see. Look at them tapping the breaker. All right. Okay, so now they've tapped into this. Right? They tapped even lower. Beautiful. Just wait. Should have taken the entry right there, but you know, well, I would have set a limit order and watching. I'd have a market order just waiting as they're digging into it. So they dug into the fair value gap right there. Did they? Let's see. No, they didn't. Tap the top of it? Yeah, they did. They tapped the top of it. And in by 1 tick, I would have gotten in. Okay, so now they're hanging out the top of the breaker, and the fair value one going up. And they're thinking about their lives. Okay, so now they've dug even further into it. And the thing is, my concern is whether or not they're at the base of this breaker, is whether or not they're gonna wanna like dive into this order block some more. So, okay. So now that they've tapped this order block, what time is it? 3:30? Let's see. Let's see. Let's do this. And from the top of this guy, all right, they just came into optimal trade entry. Let's pretend we got an entry in here. I think one more will probably dig further in. So let's buy here. Okay. Okay, let's see. There is a shift here, but I am bullish, so ah, so that would have been a bad play. I mean, it would have been a good play for that short return to this space, but look at it. It's probably gonna, if I was an idiot and kept going, like some people don't put stop losses, right? I would have been stopped out at 26, period. But let's see what that looks like when you don't do that. Sometimes it'll work out for you, sometimes it'll keep digging a hole for you, right? Look at that. Look at that. Digging a hole, digging a hole, digging a hole. This is why I have a stop loss. I'm okay with taking the loss and then re-entering if my entry's wrong. This is what would happen. Look at that, just digging a hole, digging a hole, digging a hole, digging a hole. Folks need to recognize when things. Oh, hello. So they did choose to dig into this fair value gap. Let's see. All right, so that's the one they wanted to play inside of. We're ignoring this breaker. And let's take this off. And we don't need this. And that's what they're doing. So let's say I'm just being stupid. I'm just gonna continue being dumb. It's gonna go back up in my head, right? Yeah. Ooh, retail trailer is gonna go back up. I'm gonna hold on, I'm gonna hold on. This is what happens when you do stupid things like that. It just keeps digging and digging and digging, and you might get lucky sometimes. But no, look at that. Oh no, it's getting worse, it's getting worse. Ah. Stop yourself. Stop yourself. I'm gonna flatten because I think I'm making a point to myself, I'm making a point to you guys, because it's just so important to manage your risk. Oh, let's go back over here. How far are we dug in yet? Okay, nice. All right. Where's my okay. So if I was stupid, I would be in a big drawdown. What I am is not stupid, and that would be $100. And so, was this on the 15-minute? So I'm just curious how far they dug into this order block, on both of these really. Okay, they dug all the way down into both order blocks. Sometimes you have to have, delineate. Okay, so they dug all the way down into both order blocks. What's below that? We have from this last low, lower low. Now that's a breaker. So I was focused on the wrong breaker. And that can happen. You gotta do a full analysis around 15 minutes. And so we have this breaker that we're still inside of. And let's see. Did they dig? Oh, they rolled below that. So let's do that. So they're now into this fair value gap on the 15. Okay. And did they tap this order block? Oh, yes, they did. Look at that. Bullish order block. All right, so I'm going to ignore this one as since that's the stronger pull. Now we can ignore that. And they tapped into this one, that fair value gap. Are they going to take out this low? Let's see. Let's see. They got to give us some reason. All right, so we just had a nice shift. Let's go to the 2 minutes. All right, so we have a shift right here. We have fair value gap right here. I want to see this and an order block right here. Let's see if they come back down into that. Though with two fair value gaps, they might do an IO Fed and just keep going. Let's see. So if I wanted 20 tick stop loss, that entry, and we're just ignoring that, and we're just gonna, beautiful. We've got some fresh equal highs, so closing up to equal highs up here. And then let's drop a fib on that low, on that high, right? So they need to come, so let me adjust my expectations. Wow, they need to come all the way back down here for it to be an optimal trade entry. And there's no reason why they shouldn't tap this again. Okay, and let's dig into that. All right, let's see. Like I said, IO Fed right here could be a thing. Just gonna see how they behave. All right, coming back down to my original entry area, busting through. Oops, can't see. So this is the order block. And optimal entry would be here. Let's see. Ooh, we're digging in. Close. We're gonna come. Okay. So right here, it's looking like it's turning into support. So let me buy right here. Oops, should have waited on the next red candle, but you know, whatever. Ooh, it's still gonna give us the optimal entry. I would have been stopped out already, just FYI. Split over. So we still in this breaker, this bullish breaker. Okay, so I was looking for $100 and messed up. So it never came back down to 0.7. I know 6. Looking for like $100 in loss here to showcase it. Well, I guess it's included in all that, whatever. So coming down to the order block as I originally wanted, if I'd said there 20 ticks, definitely would have been stopped out. Closer to 0.7 would have been down here. That'd be okay. Let's see. So now we've started our upward run. Okay, so as I'm doing this, my stop loss, I'm trying to see if I'm gonna dig all the way up here. What time is it? 6:46. All of that to contend with. Okay. All right, so in terms of management of my stop, see if that holds it up. Because one standard deviation away is all the way up here. There's volume imbalance up here. Okay, if it passes through here, then I will just flatten. acting as support. Okay, so given the behavior right there, I would be putting my stop loss right below that order block right there, just to put, just to make sure that I feel comfortable just letting it run. And then as it makes different structures, honestly, when it hit 250, I would have just put it up there to secure 250. Oh my goodness. So now we have another thing right here. Let's see if we can get this one standard deviation. Fair value gap right here. Did have quite a shift. See if they can take it out. Let's note it as where they're taking a little pause. I need to see them bust through with some gusto. That's not gusto. Support, came back onto this order block right here. All right, there we go, busting through with some gusto. Very nice, very nice. My stop would be moved to up here. 565, not bad. Coming up on one standard deviation. Okay. Now my next requirement for me to remain, keep this open is for them to keep going. If they bust through this, then I want to take my profits and go on about my business. Order block. They bust, close the candle below it, don't like it. Move this up a bit. Yeah, close the candle above it. Should have taken the profits right there like I said I would. I'm gonna go ahead and flatten and take that. And perhaps I'll get another opportunity. Because right now they hit this order block and they turned around. So I gotta see what they're trying to do. Trying to work on my trade management. Everything. So see. Oops. Back to 2 minutes. Okay, so they came back into this order block and they've done all this shifting, taken out all this sell side. Let me see. I need them to turn this into support and take off. We have a shift. We have a high, higher high, shifted through. So now we have a bearish breaker right here. Let's see how strong that's going to be. Oh, okay. 814. Looks like some kind of news style play of awfulness. And now it's going up. Now if I left my stop loss under here, as I did, it would be fine. Not bad. And then now we're digging in to the buy side. All right, so still need to work on patience. Yeah, consistently. All right, guys, so I think that's good for the moment. I want to get some coffee and prep for my work day and my mom's appointments. And I'll hopefully have enough energy to practice later. So happy trails, be safe. Oh, Shakira. Drop a like, drop a comment. Shakira out.